Hello, my name is Tim, and I am an intuitive. I'm an energy practitioner and a channeler, and this clip is about my channeling, how it started, who I channel, when did I start, and answering the question, can anybody channel? And my girlfriend Sarah is going to help in the background ask me questions that I can answer for you.
When did you start channeling?
So we've narrowed it down that it's probably in 2019 that we listened to Lee Harris, which he's a fantastic energy intuitive. And one of his training podcasts was about channeling, and that he was working with a client and just suggested that she starts by writing, every day, just say, "Dear soul, what can I learn today?" And so I decided that I wanted to try that because that would be really neat. So I did, and I did get some messages about that I'm enough and I am lovable and am loved and supported, and I have a high purpose. And kind of stumbled through that for several months, and Sarah kept encouraging me because she is very much into channelers and wanted to ask a number of questions for herself or have answered with my guides. And so I kept at it, and then found I was really stuck and listened again to that same podcast, and his client was stuck too. And what he realized is that if you get stuck channeling, it's likely because you are not in the vibration of channeling, which is of love. It's the highest vibration. So if you're not used to that, which I wasn't, it was very uncomfortable. It was out of my comfort zone for sure. And you just need to keep doing it. So I did, really through Sarah's promptings and her giving me a list of questions that she wanted answered about herself. Just kept doing that, and eventually made the commitment to try to do it as much as possible, try to eventually get to doing it every day. And I'm not there yet, probably every day, but pretty close, sometimes multiple times a day. And it's gone well, and it's enjoyable, and it's amazing how insightful they are. So I enjoy it, and I recommend trying it as well.
So how do you do the channeling?
For me, I probably started, I would think about it. Back in 2001, I think it was, I actually heard, like I was on the way to work, and I just said, what can I do today? And I heard, I want you to tell Dan I love him. And I thought that was kind of odd, but I knew exactly who Dan was, and there were 3 in the office. And so I went and met with Dan and said, "Do you want to go to lunch?" And then we went to lunch. And I said, "I have to tell you something, and it might be a little weird. But God wanted me to tell you that he loves you." And so we got into that conversation and why. And it was very perfect timing, of course, that Dan really needed to hear that. His wife had died, and he had blamed himself and really left a relationship with the divine. And so that helped. So that was very cool. I ended up just starting to write it in notebooks at first, and then it's been just on my laptop now. It's very quick. I ask a question and they give me an answer. They've also indicated that I'm not far from them being able to just talk through me. So I also need to continue to raise my vibration to be in tune with their energy, so that it's really free flowing versus I have to think of a question and they answer me then based on that question. So it's a learning experience.
Who is it that you channel?
When I first started, it's easy to say God, but what is God and who is God? What makes God up? At first, I think I was starting to call them my higher self, my divine, then guardian angels, and I think yeah, now I call them the council. So it's a group really, and in preparing for this, I'd asked them what they wanted to be referred to, and they do like being called the council because they are a council and they're also counseling me, giving me advice and helping me. So they're made up of my guides, which on my clips too on YouTube, I go through my spiritual journey. And so I've got these very large beings as guides that showed up in a vision one time at a retreat. So they're part of it. I've got a huge host of angels around me since I was born, I'm told, and they've saved me from death a number of times. A psychic had seen them, and that was pretty neat to know about. Jesus came to me also in that retreat. I think it was October of 18. And invited me into this tent where there was a bunch of people in there, and I'm told that they were ascended masters and higher beings that were meditating, and then at Jesus's prompting or request, they all got up and they came one at a time and laid hands on me and blessed me. And I'm told that that was my initiation into this time of my life to be sharing my message with the world.
So why are you channeling? Is there a message that you're being asked to share or give the rest of us?
Yes. So the message is that we are all one, and we all have the divine in us. We have a higher self. We have a soul that is infinite. It is divine. It comes from the divine source of all things, all energy, the creation energy. And it's time that we are aware of that and connect with it for ourselves, connect with others and their souls and the planet and everything, that we're all one. And it's time that we realize that, and we then can create miracles for ourselves, for others. We can change our experiences. We can bring into this world and into our lives abundance and health and healing and love, and we don't need to have lack or hurt or suffering. And so that's the message I'm being asked to share. And kind of like Moses, is I don't speak well and I don't feel comfortable doing this, but that's why I'm being told to do it, because it's clearly not me giving the message.
Can anyone channel?
I think from my understanding is that there are definitely some unique channelers that pick up frequencies of different groups, different beings. I think that's unique, and probably not everyone can do that. Can everyone be in tune to their own personal higher self, the divine within them? Yes, they can. And it's really a matter of quieting themselves and becoming grounded and listen. And so you can watch one of my grounding videos as well, a meditation, to learn how to do that. Or you can come to my retreat center and we can work on it together.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.